and don't sleep on a bicycle.
Next. This is Eagles Morning Rise, where you get inspired,
Updated,
talk sports, and discuss topical national issues.
all served hot like coffee.
Yummy.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Eagles Morning Rise with
Tehana Show Prince.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
to 10 a.m. every weekday
On your number one radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3 FM.
Morning. Thank you for staying with us on your radio experience. You can count on 7:03 is the time. We're grateful that you've joined us this morning as we look at the big stories in the dailies and get to talk about them. As we skim through, feel free to jump in with your 2 cents. If any headline tickles your interest, just send a message to 090-7353-0044. That is 090-9705-4450. And when we open up the phone lines to take in your thoughts and responses to the headlines, the numbers to call would be 090-9705-4450. That is 090-9705-4450. All right, let's get into that. All right, you can also call 090-8766-8888. That is 090-8766-8888. We begin the review this morning with This Day newspaper. And the screaming headline on the front page of This Day newspaper: Tinubu in Paris, ignoring Nigeria will be perilous to the universe. Tinubu in Paris, it says, ignoring Nigeria will be perilous to the universe. Joins world leaders to tackle debt and poverty issues. Says he's prepared for business, ready for investors to come to Nigeria. Meets with Afrexim Bank, EBRD presidents. At meeting with Shatima, Gates Foundation votes $7 billion intervention for Africa in next 4 years. All right, just still there within the paper. Cause of Titanic resonates as Titan submersible implodes, killing all 5 on board. Course of Titanic resonates as Titan submersible implodes, killing all 5 on board. So those of you who have been following the story of the submersible that went missing since Sunday, apparently the debris of the submersible had been found just very close to the Titanic, being in the sea, and experts are saying that the submersible could have been damaged from implosion, severe, terrible implosion. And so, well, I'm guessing that people would have learned maybe not to take such exhibitions. What do you call it now? Go on such trips. I mean, such expeditions or exploration or whatever it is that they call it. Quite risky. Maybe in the nearest future we won't have people going there anymore. All right, moving on. Shelve electricity tariff hike for collective safety. NLC tells federal government. Shelve electricity tariff hike for collective safety. NLC tells federal government. Still there you have federal government, states gets higher allocation as FAC disburses 786.161 billion naira May revenue. FIRS targets 40 million barrels. Sorry, I take that again. FIRS targets 40 million traders in fresh initiative to improve VAT remittance by informal sector. FIRS targets 40 million traders in fresh initiative to improve VAT remittance by informal traders. And we're moving on from there. Let's go on to the next paper. The next daily here would be the Punch newspaper. From the Punch, DMO worries over low revenue as Nigeria's debt nears 81 trillion naira. DMO worries over low revenue as Nigeria's debt nears 81 trillion naira. Well, with the some of you are wondering how the debt has gone to 81 trillion. With the floating of the naira, Nigeria's debt apparently moved up, as expected. So the debt was at 77 trillion naira when the dollar was at about 460 something naira in the official window. But with the floating of the naira, we see that the naira closed at about 815 naira to a dollar yesterday, which would mean that Nigeria's debt would continue to grow in the naira value. While it maintains its dollar value, the naira value continues to grow up, and we hope that it's able to come down. Many people are speculating that the dollar or the naira may just go up to 1,000 naira by the end of next week, if not this week. So, well, let's hope that that we're able to find that unified or convergence that we've been talking about, and then it begins to drop. I'm hoping that the CBN will be able to, flood the markets with some dollars. The CBN should intervene at this point. 800, it's getting close to 1,000 naira to a dollar, which would mean that even inflation will continue to soar. Still there, federal government's 10 trillion naira revenue can't support fresh borrowing, says Debt Management Office. Federal government's 10 trillion naira revenue can't support fresh borrowing. Debt Management Office there. Government to issue promissory notes as judgment debt nears 3 trillion naira. Government to issue promissory notes as judgment debt nears 3 trillion naira. Paris Summit, subsidy removal, FX policy needed for survival, says Tinubu. Paris Summit, subsidy removal and foreign exchange policy needed for survival, says Tinubu. Ogun tops as NPC registers 49,000 deaths in 6 months. Ogun tops as National Population Commission registers 49,000 deaths in 6 months. Scholars should not be relegated for money bags, LASU best students speaking. Oshomole, Adeleke, others bid farewell as Dr. C is buried. Oshomole, Adeleke, others bid farewell as Dr. C is buried. May his soul find rest, and we hope that God grants the Dr. C family the strength to bear the loss. Moving on. Federal government, states, local governments share 786 billion naira May revenue. Labour discourse on collision course over electricity tariff hike. Labour and discourse on collision course over electricity tariff hike. Terrorists planning attack on religious and fund centers, DSS warns. Now, this is not to alarm anyone. This is not to get you agitated or anything, but when DSS puts out these warnings, it's just good that we try as much as we can to be cautious. If you're not supposed to be there, please do not be there. All right, as much as you can, manage your movements. Avoid some of those places that have been highlighted as flashpoints. Really, as much as you can, be cautious, and operatives as such places, religious centers, and event centers, malls, and those public places should heighten security, improve security there, and be vigilant. Let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. From the Guardian, no respite for Bayelsa, Kogi, Rivers, and 30 others ahead of another cloud burst. That's about flooding. See, many communities are already beginning to get flooded. People are already beginning to, be displaced. Their homes and businesses submerged in some parts of the country already. But then there will be more. What's going to happen? Would federal government make a move to, avert this imminent disaster? Let's hope so. Still within the Guardian newspaper, again, NNPC fails to remit as Federation shares 786 billion naira for May. Missing Titanic sub suffered catastrophic implosion, passengers dead. Forensic expert claims INEC deleted results on Beaver's machine. Forensic expert claims INEC deleted results on Beaver's machine. Well, according to the expert, he says even in the FCT, where there was no governorship election, INEC went ahead to erase or delete, election details in the machines. Would find out what the courts would say, how the courts decide later in the coming days. It's no longer business as usual in Nigeria, Tinubu rallies investors. It's no longer business as usual in Nigeria, Tinubu rallies investors. 20% doctors, 33% nurses diagnose inaccurately, federal government hints. 20% doctors and 33% nurses diagnose inaccurately, federal government hints. NLC cautions governments against increasing electricity tariff. NLC cautions government against increasing electricity tariff. Well, the NLC seems to be like a toothless bulldog these days. They bark and, still nothing changes. Join the conversation now. Feel free to share your thoughts with us on 090-7353-0044. That is 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. That is 090-8766-8888. I'll bring in the first caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince Nacho.
Good morning, Clement Zion, Prince. Welcome.
Thank you, and my goodwill to Nigeria and Nigerians. Tinubu and the Shetima group beg PDP and Peter B to withdraw petition. Right from the very beginning, they set out their mind to do what they wanted to do and challenge everybody to go to court. Why begging them to withdraw their cases? Let the cases run democratically through to a logical conclusion. And my humble prayer to God Almighty is this. As a legal researcher, I've come across cases where you see a case, you read through the whole case and judgments of all the panels of judges. At the end of the day, 3 will hold for majority, 2 will hold for minority judgments. But if you look at the ratio decedenti of the case, you will realize that the 2 that dissented hold a stronger point. What happens? My prayer is that it will not be a prearranged setting where the court will make up their mind the judgment they want to give. Then arrange who will give 3 to give majority judgment, 2 to give dissenting. We have come agree. Our law books are replete with so many of such instances. That's my humble prayer. So that, and we pray that we don't have people like Bukachua in the panel of judges who will hold judgment based on inarticulate major premises. In these circumstances, Nigeria is undone. Then for NLC, it's good. They want to go on strike for power time. That means our frustrations are being had at the higher quarters. But my fear again on that is government has not devised a system where we always go to court and also NLC and say don't go to court until until we look at the substantial claims that you are presenting. But however, it will not see the light of day. But what if NLC collects brand new Prado jeeps and 500 million naira or 200 million naira each to file it? It's God that we are looking up to. Thank you, Ian John. God bless you.
Thank you, Clement Zion Prince. Appreciate you calling in. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Abakar, calling you from Gwagwalada.
Abakar, good to have you join us.
Thank you. Nice to connect with Eagle FM.
Appreciate you.
It is our wish you continue soaring in the skies of the media houses.
Amen. Abubakar, it's your first time calling?
I'm first time caller.
Thank you so much, Abubakar, for joining us.
Thank you. An authority raising alarm about some states will be flooded soon. We experience we go through similar experience last year, and many communities, villages, entire state was submerged in flood, and they promised before this time around they will take necessary action. Many neighboring towns and villages were displaced. Flooding should not be our gain. Authority concerned would have taken necessary steps. This body of water could be channeled for irrigation, for multi-purpose need of the people. But year in, year out, there are some people who benefit from the flooding. They will, after the flooding has wreaked havoc, they will come with relief material. They will budget a lot of funds that will go into the private pocket of the big boys. So it's better we bring this flooding to end. That is my take this morning. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Abubakar, and thank you for joining the family. Let's get more calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Apostle Osalite. Good to have you.
God bless you for a good work you are doing.
God bless you too. Thank you for joining us.
I want to weigh in that caption, that caption of saying that Tinubu are looking for investors. First and foremost, if you want investors to come, they have to put the enable environment. Those investors, they know they are hearing the news on daily basis, killing in Plateau, killing in Kaduna, Sokoto here and there. Had he been, he will reduce his how many point agenda he has. He tackle this insecurity. Even we can do like a year ago that they call all the whole people that are making causing problems, give them amnesty and say, okay, if you are angry because of one or the reason or the other, come up with your gun. Let us know how we tackle issue. Going to looking for investors cannot help us. Whereby the fire is on the mountain. Everybody on daily basis you on a Nigerian radio, you will be hearing killing and killing. Nobody is happy. Nobody is happy of hearing that his colon and brother or sister or is killed. So let our president do something that will benefit Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And speaking of the president's, the president canvassing, investors for Nigeria, I think that's a good thing. It's a little departure from what we had in the past administration, on the previous administration, where the president, who is supposed to be the chief marketing officer of the country, would rather say some negative stuff about the country. It's good that the president is going out to boost the confidence of investors. Tell them that it's time for them to come in and invest here. I think that's something that should be commended. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my friends.
Welcome.
My name is James Chuku.
Hey, James Chuku. It's been a while. Where have you been?
I've been around. I have been listening on the background.
Thank you so
Nigeria
much.
matter, not the waiting person, but they shook mouth.
I understand.
You swear with us, so
Mm.
now people will be picking, say me picking no cry. Now people will say we should go to court, and then say me that withdraw the case from court. So it's well. God will help us. I just now I would look. We are looking at Nyanya, and we are praying that good things will come out. It's well with us.
It is well. It is
Yes,
well.
I just want to greet you, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Okichuku Alpha, now Okichuku, if you're listening, it's been a while. I missed you on the show. Come on, join in. Let's hear from you. Udokama as well. I heard from you yesterday, but not at this hour. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
My name is Haruna Salam calling from Sabo.
Haruna, my brother. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Let me go about the flow. You see, that is why at times we in Nigeria keeping crying for our leader. They doesn't care for what is bothering the common people. You see, like one of the callers said, he said, remember we experienced this similar flood last year. And it brings many things down. To those facing scarcity about 3 months or 4 months, you are the result of a river, Zeno being blocked. So everybody hear that in. And then the federal government and the government does not take any action, then another one is coming. It's not only the flow. If you look at many agencies for this Nigeria, most of the time our government don't care. That is why we in Nigeria will continue calling on them to begin to do the right thing. This country is belong to all of us. Remember, we are in that place that you are today. Tomorrow we cannot be there. So set a record. When after you, everybody began to remember you. May God help us and then give us the leader they are going to lead us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you calling and sharing your thoughts. Let's bring in more callers. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Senator.
Comrade Haruna, good to have
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank God it's Friday.
Absolutely.
Mr. Senator,
Sir.
do we still have labor in this country?
Oh, brother,
Because
Anderson is there.
labor coming up on newspaper headline today saying they are warning federal government about the electricity tariff increment. The labor is not that viable as labor we knew back then 10 years ago. The labor we knew now, I don't know. They can only bag but nothing, no any action. Look at the subsidy issue. Now they say that they took about 8 weeks to go and conclude on the matter until we all Nigerians die before they will come out with something viable. So me, anything from labor, I don't believe them anymore, because to me, in my own personal opinion, they are not there for Nigerians. They're only there for themselves. Then issue of flood. I think it's better we tackle it now than the disaster will come. So the authority in charge who are supposed to go on the field and see how they can clean the waterways to avoid flood coming in this rainy season. Thank you very much, Mr. Senator.
Thank you, Haruna. I appreciate you calling. Get your thoughts in. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Senator.
Good morning. Dokama.
This Ike song.
Oh, Ike, good to have you.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
You know, my own contribution this morning was that my brother. Those guys begging the opposite party to withdraw his case. It looks like they are guilty. They have already accepted that they are guilty on, we are not talking of who is innocent or who is guilty. What we are talking about is the law of this country to stand. That let it be in the way that after us living, that the children that is coming, let them know that the law works. Because if the law is the thing that holds the nation. If we say, okay, let us, everybody doing as we want, okay, let us, okay, we will do this case, and everybody like, okay, do whatever you want and get out. No. So far as they are taking this case to court, is in the hands of the court. Let them leave this court to take the last decision. Okay, what if the court decides to say, okay,
this is the truth, but we are turning it upside down. So be it. And if at the end of the day, the court say, okay, this is the truth, and we are going to expose the truth, fine. Because everybody, no matter whatever you did in this life, you have your own reward. No matter, even though you have your own reward here on earth, not even in heaven. It's on this earth, either you will suffer it, if you do the right thing, either you inherit it or your children will inherit it. If you do the bad thing, either you inherit it or your children will inherit it. So that is how life is. So let us stop begging. This is not issue of begging or issue of I'm in there or I have the power. The power is no. We are everybody is hoping on this law because this is the law is holding this Nigeria. So that is the law where everybody stands for. This is the law that yes, the common man will say, okay, this is the hope of me in this country. Yes, let the law decide. Not even million, not even money cannot decide, and my material things cannot decide. And if the Fed leaders say, okay, they are taking material things or they are taking bribes, let it decide for the sake of this nation. That person will suffer it.
All right.
The person will suffer it. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling and sharing your thoughts with us. Let's go now to let's squeeze in one more caller quickly, and then we get to the commercials. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Hinato.
Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
I greet Haruna. I greet the last caller. I greet my good friend Abubakar from Gwagwalada. My name is Salasi.
Salasi, good to have you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I want to appreciate you for giving us the privilege to call. It's not our right, but a privilege given to us to call and contribute. I would say kudos to that, and I appreciate that. I won't take it for granted. Most especially terrorist alert. Now they are giving alert that this is what will happen. And I'm urging our security men to do something about that. We made mention of what has been happening in Plateau, what has been happening in Kogi, what has been happening in Southern Kaduna, what has been happening in Benue. People have been killed every day. So with this intelligence, they need to curtail this before it happens. So we want to see the intelligence going against those people planning to perpetrate this evil act. The security should do something about that. Then come to the issue of labor. We don't have labor in this country. The Labour Congress that we have, it was during the time of Adam Osomole, and he used that to make him, he become governor at the first and second time, and now he's a senator. And he is the one even mediating between this one. Before you know, they will take the NLC to court. They will say they have no right to go on strike because the case is in court. So now, between now that they're talking of electricity tariff, for me, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have labor in this country because they have no say. They can only buy, but they can't buy. So in this country, we don't have labor. We are at the mercy of the government. Whatever they do to us, we'll do it. And Nigeria is the most easiest people to control on the planet. I'm telling you, what is happening in Nigeria, you can't do that in Indonesia. You can't do it in Jakarta. You can't do that in Arab nations. In Venezuela, the price of bread was added. Look at what happened. People come out in protest and they say, we don't want. In Sri Lanka, what happened? The masses come out and say, no, we don't want. And it's done. But only in Nigeria, anything goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Selassie. Appreciate you calling in. And the conversation continues right here on your radio experience. You can count on. We'll be talking more. I'll bring you some more headlines in a bit as well. So keep it here and let's get talking.
Looking for the most innovative housing and construction festival? The best platform for an exhibition. An opportunity to network and increase your business reach. How to navigate the real estate and construction market trends. Then, look no further as the 17th Africa International Housing Show is here again. This year's ARHS gives you access to several innovations, including 400 plus exhibitors, 25,000 plus attendees, Africa's one-of-a-kind real estate CEOs Forum, ARHS Under 40 and Young Professional Meetup 2023, B2B meeting, networking app, International Conference on Alternative Funding for Housing. This year's event will be witnessed by a delegation of members of the Chartered Institute of Housing, CIOH London, and the UK Professional Association of Certified Housing Practitioners. Be a part of this historic event. Visit our website www.africahousingshow.com or call 0916 500,000 17th Africa International Housing Show, the largest housing conference and exhibition in Africa.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Are you looking for an internet service that will make surfing on the internet an enjoyable one? Do you want a super fast connection to the internet? Look no further, as Eagles Internet Services is here for you, an effective internet service provider with 99% proven reliability for residential and office services. We provide unlimited internet bandwidth services of different bundles tailored to meet your desires and taste. It is reliable, affordable, with a wide coverage. You can locate them at Plot 1719 Cadastral Zone B, Kaura District, or you can call 081 33121423 or 09065765969. Eagles Internet Service. Stay connected to everything you love.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you for staying with us. This is Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. And you're onto the pages. The pages is our newspaper review. We look at the big stories and the dailies and we get to talk about them. Feel free to jump in with your 2 cents and respond to the headlines, provided you'll keep your comments civil. Let's go on now to look at the Guardian newspaper. Again, NNPC fails to remit as Federation shares 786 billion naira for May. And it's no okay. Took that one earlier. Let's go to this one now. Delta Oil Communities drag Okoa before EFCC. Delta Oil Communities drag Okoa before EFCC. TED Fund expands 27.6 billion naira on universities ICT programs in 7 years. Kumuyi tasks Tinubu and us on selfless and purposeful leadership. Kumuyi tasks Tinubu and others on selfless and purposeful leadership. Governor frowns on Jigawa workers' absenteeism and lateness to work. Katsina government to establish community police. Katsina government to establish community police. And that's interesting there. Let's move on to your thoughts and responses. Those of you who have sent in messages, I'll be taking them shortly. But you can also let us in on your thoughts by calling 090-7353-0044. That is 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Prince.
Good morning, Moses. Good to have you.
I watched you out in today, and your dressing this morning, your dressing code is good. You did a long sleeve. Yes.
Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Go there and watch us live on YouTube and on Facebook. And then you're watching me today that my shoulder is hurting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Ian Nacho.
Yes, sir.
The NLC labor we are having. Are they the NLC we know from the beginning? Who can come out, protest, and at the end of the day, there is an achievement? What is going on in this country? Are they now collaborating with the government? That is the challenge we are having. Who are those labor? What are they doing in that office? Are they really fighting for the masses? Are they fighting for the workers? Because a lot of people that I'm talking to you, include me, we are suffering. It is no longer news. It is no longer news. Even the environment speaks. When you make the evaluation by going out, in theory, you discover that faces of Nigeria, many Nigerians are not happy. We have been enduring with the government. They will bring some policies, recession, restructuring, and many other English to settle our minds, but yet no result. Then the issue of insecurity is another challenge. What are these governments going to do to bring this thing to book? These people are still in this country. Will you wait until they strike before you begin to look for them? Can't they, though they have been trying, but they should put more effort. A lot of life of many Nigerians has gone. Look at Kogi today. Kogi now is trying to be the center of unknown government. Like Ejule, look at how they went and terrorized the place and killed many people there. What is going on? State by state, what is the plan of these people? And these people, they are not coming from anywhere, they are within. Why the security should make their investigations to fish these people out by intelligence? We have DSS. Government has been spending money on security. They should put more effort by using technology, gadget, information to know where these people are, who are their sponsors. And if these people being arrested, what are the judgments carried out on these people? If nothing is carried out, you discover that people will still continue to do this. Many people will continue to do this.
All right, Moses.
So thank you
very much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, GB. Welcome. Good to have you.
My name is GB. Yes. In the issue of this increment, I think the media is not causing all this confusion because they want to create a sensation. The presidency is not saying there was no any proposal. Say the proposal is on the president's table, but he has not attended to it. A proposal can come from anybody, but better know that the urgency, as a matter of exigency, nobody can increase salary of any civil servant. Leader now by 140%. So he has not signed it. It's on his table, but the proposal is there. It's genuine. It's free. That they want to increase the salary of government officials and the government, the public servants.
But GB, I don't think there's any media organization that has said that the president has approved it. I don't think there's any. Everyone has said it's a proposal by. It's a proposal. Social media. You're talking about social media.
What I'm saying.
You're talking about social media. The media, the conventional media has said that it is the commission that has proposed an increment, and they're all calling on the government not to. They're saying it's an insensitive time for the commission to propose such an increment, and that the government should not assent to it. Isn't that what the conventional media has said?
As yesterday, what is on the media is that it has been approved.
I don't think so. You cannot come here and say the media, because on social media, it's different.
Now the issue of NLC asking them not to increase their tariff. NLC should not be federal government. Electricity has been deregulated, fully deregulated. The DISCO are not government officials, they are not government companies. So you don't meet the DISCO and dialogue with them. But if you look at the rate of, like you said now, Naira has devaluated about 7 and something, 800. These people import spare parts. I'm an engineer, I'm in the field. They import spare parts in dollars. There's no way their rate will not increase. So it's going to fluctuate. Just like gas prices are fluctuating, it's energy. All over the world, the rates fluctuate up and down depending on scarcity or inflation or the rest of it. So NLC should go and meet the leap with the people, DISCOs and generator company, not federal government. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my prince.
Good morning, welcome.
Finally, you picked my call today. My name is John from Shillage.
John, hey, it's not like I select callers, so don't go and give them an impression.
You see, we have opened this FM station, and people are migrating. So last year, I go back from Guagualada. These are our friends from other stations.
It's good. We love it. We love it. We love that you're here.
I love it.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, John.
My please. My greeting to them.
Yes, so.
Seeing where it is happening now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But please, the headline that said the Nigerian government or Tinubu and the Chepima are begging for this to withdraw their case. You see what we are saying?
It's a support group. It's a group from an APC group that is saying what they are saying is that at this point that all of the other people or the opponents should put hands together, work with the president. It's a normal call that the ruling party would always make.
Now I get it. Now I get it. But you see, one thing I love about Yar'Adua, he will always be my hero. After they declared him winner, he said the process that brought me in was very bad. I'm going to do something about it. That is a hero talking, a man that takes responsibility. But when you say go to court, no, if you don't like it, go to court. And the people are in the court, and people are saying withdraw it. They should not withdraw it too, because mine personally, I will be disappointed if any of them should back down now at this point. Let the rule of law prevail. If they declare him winner, so be it. I like it like that way. Talking about labor. Oh God, can we scrap labor now? Is it possible to scrap labor?
People like Wala.
when something become a bone on your neck, you try either by operation or surgery or by any other means, you vomit it so that you go again. Let labor be scrapped. Because every day they are talking of civil servants, how they will increase their salary. What of the man in the street? And they are just replaced bulldog. They have no relevance again. They have abused their relevance. So they must be scrapped.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Now let's get to your messages. Clement says, I'm delighted to welcome Abubakar from Gwagwalada and Selassie to Eagles FM. They are great voices in other radio stations. Okay, good to have them. We are always happy to have them here. I mean, more of you joining because we love you here. All right. Let Tinubu borrow more and share among themselves. God is the judge of all. Clement's there. I beg they should not borrow again. No. Your children will pay for it. Anyway, moving on. Oganemanu says, good morning. Government alerting people about the flood coming is not new to us. Government should find a lasting solution to this flooding that has become a recurring decimal every year. Government should construct the dam that would absorb the water being released from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon and the dredging of the rivers and lakes in order to take care of the water from the rainfall and that of Lagdo Dam as well. Oganemanu is one of the biggest advocates that against flooding in this country that I know right now. So big shout out to you, Oganemanu. Very consistent with the call, and I hope that someday someone heeds that call and fixes this. Let's get to the voice notes.
Nacho.
Good morning.
How was tonight?
It was great. Thank you very much for asking.
My name is Joe from Maraba.
Joe, I'm glad you're here.
It's a headline that you read that says INEC deleted presidential election data from Beavers in FCT. That is terrible. That is very terrible. In short, the Labour Party and PDP contested the election against INEC, not APC at all. It is very bad. And INEC that was set up was set up to administer elections, to carry out election in a neutral basis, to carry out a free and fair exercise. It's now very biased. You can see they lied that they will send all the data to the back end server so that it will enable them conduct other elections, but they end up deleting the whole information. That is very sad, very, very, very bad. How can INEC do all these things? It's too bad. It's too very, very bad. In short, the INEC chairman in a country that works need to be arrested immediately. That is a big crime. That is to say, they hatched this plan right from time before the election. You know, when they transferred the ICT, the head of ICT to Enugu, and brought in one other guy like that to hatch their job, to hatch their hatchet job. That is too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's in short, INEC are the cause of why the country is not moving forward, because they're not conducting a free and fair election for the citizen to choose who to govern them. Honestly, thank you so much, Mr. Hanacho.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Always a pleasure to have you. And who's here now? This one's from Balogun. Balogun, your voice notes, Sha. Balogun, your voice notes is 4 minutes, 20 seconds. How? Balogun, I'll take 2 minutes and leave the rest. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Yanacho.
Good morning, Balogun.
How's your night? How are you doing?
Great.
About the investor, about Nigeria searching for investor to come invest in Nigeria. So enabling environment have to be created first. What are they doing about power? No investor will come at this very time to invest in Nigeria when the high cost of production is at high level. Can't be buying diesel at this amount and be to generate power to manufacture your products, you'll be at loss. So about INEC, I don't know. How will INEC deleted, those Beaver results? Is that time we we the youth? It's like we the youth are even the major problem of this country. That is why they are taking us for granted. Because they are using the youth to gain their political means. They will gather the youth, give them some money to go and cause mayhem. If these people if these people come and then nobody attend to them, you bring their money, everybody rejected their money, you see that these people will be powerless. But when you attack this very one of the elite, one of their member will come out, their fans will come out and be causing problem here and there. But is there? They'll be using religious, whatever to claim what, to cause problems.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Balogun. Let's leave that one there. And Innocent says, good morning, Ihanacho. There is an obsession for unpatriotic acts at INEC. Are the staff of INEC not embarrassed and ashamed at the behavior of the institution through its responsibilities or its representatives at all levels? How will INEC explain the case of clearing Abuja election results in the IREV when elections did not take place on March 18 in Abuja? How will the current staff of INEC at all levels explain their stewardship to Nigeria in the future? It is a pity for the wretched souls playing roles, not allowing Nigeria to make progress. Innocent, thank you very much for that one. And Haruna from Kuje says, good morning, my prince. Please stop giving. No, let's let that slide, please. Udokama is here. Udokama, good morning. Let's hear you.
Ifanacho, good morning.
Good morning.
How was the night?
Great, thank you.
Happy weekend as well. Ifanacho, you see, people are complaining about NLC, that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, or that they are like a backing dog that cannot bite. You see, sometimes when you affect his eyes, the nose also feel the effect. Labour as a union are not the only one that are silent. Even the media, they have been silenced by APC. That's why when I'm talking about APC, I'm talking about it as if I'm angry. They silence every part of this country that he cannot talk against them or take any action against them. Why would a normal government go to court to get court injunction to stop NLC from going to protest? Is it not because they don't want people their secret to be exposed or people to know what they are doing? You see, as much as APC are in power, the way they are dominating and taking everything by fire by force. That is how this union and the rest of them will keep on being silenced. Look at it now. I think there is an introduction that if you want to preach as a pastor, as a priest, you have to go and get license before you preach. What are they afraid of? If you are doing well, why are you afraid of people talking about you? It's because you know you are not doing it well. That's why you want to silence everybody. That's why you want everybody to be pocket in your own pocket. That's why you don't want people to express their feeling. Nigeria, we have entered 2 chances. Before we are in 1 chance. Now we are in 2 chances. Thank you from Udokama.
Thank you, Udokama. 2 chances. Give us space now. Thank you very much. Let's see who else is here. Samuel Shaibu from Airport Road says, good morning, Ihanacho Prince. I welcome Mr. Abubakar from Gwagwalada to this big family of Eagles FM. Please, well done for a great job. Thank you so much, Samuel. Appreciate you. And here, Comrade Ulo Bassi says, a favorable weekend awaits you. And good morning, Sir Ihanacho Prince. Thank you so much, Comrade Ulo Bassi. I hope you have a splendid weekend yourself. You say, former President Buhari spent nearly 8 years in power looking for foreign investors that didn't show up in the country. Today, another APC president is beckoning on the same foreign investors to come to rescue Nigeria from bankruptcy. In the midst of epileptic power supplies, insecurity, and insincerity in governance in the country, it's time to realize that foreign investors are never Father Christmas and will never venture into areas where their investments are threatened. When President Tinubu puts his house in order, foreign and local investors will be struggling for space to do business. It's not enough to be assembling international media organizations to beg for foreign investors while nothing is ongoing to guarantee, or rather on ground to guarantee their safety. Please, the calls for some familiar quarters or from some familiar quarters asking for withdrawal of election cases from court is in bad faith Are they not the same people that asked the aggrieved politicians to go to court? Now the hunter is fast becoming the hunted. We are watching. Finally, NLC has become a toothless bulldog and an extension of government propaganda machine in the country. They should cover themselves in shame and never to speak for any worker in the country again. It will be much better if they don't exist at all. God bless Nigeria. Comrade Dulobasi there. Well, for Labour, when the judiciary is used somehow, when the executive goes to court and gets an injunction to stop the NLC from even holding a protest or even, embarking on a strike, what do you expect? What can they do? I mean, they just become powerless. The executive, it seems like we only have one arm of government in the country. Let's face it. Let's really face it. Because whatever the executive wants is what the legislators do. It's almost becoming like what the legislators will do, whatever it is that the executive wants. The other arms of government just fall in line. I mean, I'm just saying. I hope that we get past that pretty soon. I'll bring in one final caller as we wrap it up. Hello, good morning.
My prince.
Good morning, Suleiman. Good to have you.
Morning, sir.
Welcome.
Morning, sir. My prince, let me just make it brief.
Please, quickly. Go ahead. Oh, the network DGON. Suleiman, I don't know that we have much time to let you call back if you can now. Just call back and I would be, so I can take your thoughts quickly. Hello, good morning. Okay, seems like the network on that line is messed up. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Nacho.
Yes, Oganemano, good to have you.
Yeah, thank you for recognizing me as one of the advocates for flood
mitigation. Yes.
Yes. So
you are one of those.
I should be number one because my village is affected every year.
Oh yeah.
The village is being sacked by the flood every year. So that is the reason why I'm always advocating for it. My village, the old people will be sacked when the flood is around again.
That's really
they will relocate to other places. So on the increase in political appointees that has not been ratified, I think it should remain so. It's not a good something for us now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oganemano. Have a great weekend. And this is where we'd have to drop the anchors on the show this morning. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. To our new members, welcome. This is to celebrate you. Thank you very much for joining the family. Let's continue to expand this family of ours. Let love lead. Let's continue to pray and work towards ensuring that this country becomes a better place for all of us and our children and even our children's children. That's the responsibility that we have. Wherever you are in your little way, continue to contribute towards building a better nation, Nigeria. Thank you so much again. Vicky Vic takes over at the top of the hour in Sports on Eagles Wings. My name is Iheanacho Prince, His Radio Highness of Abuja. Have a great time listening.
But you knew that. Yeah. Last year, flight plans, world tour, white fans, fine babes, meet guy man. Then they feel guys out inside.